State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. I don't know why it's called Juggernaut Edition. I think it just includes all the DLC. So for full transparency, I did own this on the Windows Store maybe 8 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that, on my old PC, which had, I think it had an RTX 2060 Super, so it was only at 1080p. This is playing in 1440p, but like I said, my editing software can only do 1080p right now because I'm being stingy and not paying the full price for it. So they can jog on if they think I'm paying extra for that right now. But the gameplay loop is the gaming equivalent of heroin. It's, if you're into that loop and you can get into a good rhythm, you'll find hours and hours of enjoyment out of this. I know I did. So we'll go through some of the good. Most of these games I review, they are going to be games that I play myself. They're not going to be games I feel like I have to review because they've just come out or they're critically acclaimed, because I'm not GameSpot, I'm not IGN. I just review games because I like talking about games. So you kill, you loot, you do random missions, you try and keep each of your community members happy, and this revolves around essentially base management, keeping them alive, keeping them fed, keeping them happy. Are they content? Does Janice hate Beatrice because she ate all the donuts that week in the office? I don't know. She may well do. Yeah, she might be nice, but I'll give you an example. I have a nurse who's a surgeon. She's really good, but she has bad bedside manner, which just essentially means people don't like her. So you kind of lose a bit of morality for that, and you just have to keep morale up, and you do morale by doing missions, helping them out. They may have a lost family member or a lost weapon or a lost something that belongs to them that they want to get back because it brings back happy memories of whatever. I can't speak for the highest difficulties because I just haven't played this cranked up to the max. It may just be absolute chaos. I have no idea. If you can hear screaming in the background, don't worry, I do not have children in the basement. It's just the annoying kids around the neighborhood right now. But I personally find it a good level of challenge on normal, but you may want to crank that up. That's up to you. Driving is also a huge part of this game. I actually really like the driving. Every car handles different. There are different upgrades that you can get, different cars. If you can find an auto mechanic or somebody that's good with mechanics, you can spec into that. Now each character is, again, this isn't a gameplay how-to video, so if you're looking for that, there's probably 50 videos out there. Excuse me. I'm keeping that in because I'm badass. Driving is a huge part of that, and fixing your car, upgrading your car. Every car has a special version of itself, so I quite like the ambulance because it has a lot of storage. Some people may like the muscle car because it handles better, it's faster. You can upgrade it to have a battering ram on the front. You can upgrade one to have more fuel tanks, more storage, hit harder. You can kick open the car doors, which is the most satisfying thing ever, to just run over a group of zombies but kick open the door so you don't actually damage your car. But it is detrimental to constantly run over zombies because you will fuck up the car, and if you do that, then you fucked up the car essentially. Not really much to do it, but yeah, don't just run things over because you won't actually get XP like in the normal sense of a game from killing zombies. You get reputation, should we call it, from killing specials, from doing missions. So you don't just want to mindlessly run over infected with your vehicle because you'll mess it up and then you're stuck out there in the open with no vehicle. And picking the buildings that you need is down to you. I mean, I'm not your dad, so I'm not going to tell you which ones to pick. It's up to you, really. This isn't a player guide, but you can have infirmaries, workshops, garage to upgrade the vehicles if you want to tinker with that. Everybody can spec into a new leader, so you can have like a sheriff, a commander, an ex-soldier, that kind of thing. A trader to build a trade hub or an auto mechanic garage. There's a lot of building intricacies to it, but again, not a gameplay tips video, just a quick review. Plague hearts are the other essential main, I don't know if I want to call it a story, but you take out, again, no spoilers, not how I can really spoil a story to be honest, but you kill plague hearts, big red things. If I can find some footage, I'll put it in the background now. You essentially just bomb the hell out of them. My best tactic is just put a radio down, press play on a cassette tape so it makes loads of noise, throw loads of grenades, and then just fuck off out of there as quick as you can. Blow it up, and then bosh, done. I think there's 10 on each map, but again, on higher difficulties, this may be different. Again, I can't say anything about the online because I just haven't bothered playing this online. I've been playing this solely as a single player game, and I love it because I love the base management, I love the vehicles, I love the combat. It's simple, it's basic, it's not too advanced. I believe there is a third game in the works. Not sure how far that's gonna come along, but I've heard it's in the works anyway. But yeah, it's really good. So I'll get on to the bad. There's not really that many negatives, but I'll try and find what I can now. Now, as far as the bad, the only real negatives, if you're somebody that cares about graphics, no, this isn't the cutting edge, Unreal fucking 25, 4K ultra, see their eyelashes and colored pupils. No, it is quite cartoony and quite simple. So if you're somebody that cares about graphics, I believe it's the Unreal Engine 4 it's running on, but it runs well. It doesn't really have any glitches other than getting stuck. There is an unstick button you can press. So I'll move on to the bad, but overall, yeah, I would recommend playing it, especially if you can get it for, like I did, £6 in a sale. It can get repetitive. So I imagine because there's only 4 maps, and after not playing it for years, I jumped back in thinking, oh, they'll do some new maps, but all there was weapon packs, more weapons, some mixer-uppers, which just basically give you some different types of zombies and throw in some spanners in the works, or your engine could not start properly. They'll throw in that kind of thing. That's the only difference I've seen. No new maps, nothing like that. There's still the same 4 maps as there was, I don't know, 7 years ago. So also the constant radio calls will do your nutting. Just constant, I need help, my spanner's been left in another car. And you've got to go and rescue Janice's lost spanner that she's bloody misplaced, or they'll come up with some mundane crap that you have to go and help out. And if you don't do it in time, well, we're not talking to you anymore. They're just that kind of thing. So the constant radio calls trying to do 10 things at once, that does get annoying, and you can't do them all at once. But that's about it. And I do only play games that I want to play myself, so there's not really that many negatives, and I am enjoying it. I remember before I had a lot of time in it, back when I had it on the Windows Store, and I'm about 10 hours on now on Steam after not playing it for 7 years, and it's a really good game. So yeah, if you see it for £6 in a sale, State of Decay Juggernaut Edition 2, get it. It's worth it, especially for £6. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I will have a new bow update video. Actually, I'm going to do some bow videos soon, because I just got my new takedown bow. But thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I still don't have a catchphrase. See ya!